Hey guys, it's me Beata, and today I would like to tell you more about Sun to Mars aspects in Synastry, because this is actually quite interesting aspect, but in my opinion can be underrated a little bit. So today I would like to dive deeper into this one. My name is Beata. I am from Horoscopes and Readings.com. It's actually my website, and I offer personal astrological readings as well as tarot readings. So in case if you are interested, please visit my website or really check the description below because everything is listed there and you don't have to go to my website. Okay, guys, what I've noticed between Sun and Mars. Well, these two planets, even though Sun is not planet, but we really like to talk about Sun as a planet in astrology. But Sun is really that life force, life energy. Whatever Sun touches in your horoscope or in Synastry, it illuminates, right? It put it puts shine on that particular thing. So this is very interesting because it's like also our shadows and things we really don't want to deal with. Once Sun is involved, we have really no other option but to look at it deeper. So quite interesting, don't you think? Mars, on the other hand, is that yes-no planet. I like to talk about Mars in this sense. Obviously, it's the force to be reckoned with. But Mars is really responsible for our ability to get things done, okay? Because not everyone is really able or willing to put the work, and Mars is, okay? So if you are, let's say, successful in your life, really Mars can be crucial part of that, because having strong Mars, like Mars in Capricorn or Mars in Aries, makes you go-getter, right? You are able to put the work on, to work long and hard, and this is what is required in this world if you want to succeed. And Mars and Sun is actually great combination, in my opinion, also in difficult contacts in synastry, because it gives spark to the relationship. And typically, if couple has this one, these people they want to really collaborate together, they want to join forces. This is how I would like to put it, because it makes sense to them. What commonly happens is that these people have on some level very similar goals, even though I'm talking about synastry, not composite. But yes, there is this drive, there is like drive inside of each of them, and they really want to make it work, and it can really be anything. I've seen this aspect work very well in workout. Well, like if you hire the trainer and you work out together, it is actually great. You are their client, but you have this common goal, to put you into the shape. And if you have this one in synastry, well, you are a great team, okay? Obviously, there are differences. If you have sextile, it's more like opportunity. Sextiles in general are not felt very much in synastry, unfortunately, because it's really this easygoing and very helpful aspect, but still can be helpful. But you better have low orb like with sextile, okay, like 4-3 max. you will still feel that there is a potential for building something together, okay? But with sextile, it's more like, okay, here is this invitation, but there is like no rush, okay? Because sextiles are really opportunities. With trine, it's better, still you will not go insane if you have trine between your or their sun and yours or their Mars, but it's like this, you have this one team and you pursue it together, okay, and it goes easily, right? You get along very well and very easily, you have typically quite, you know opinions that match. You match, your energies pretty much match, your energies level match. With opposition in synastry, opposition works great. So yeah, there might be some things that are different, or you would like to approach different than your companion, but you still find something interesting about what your person has to say, and it's like you benefit from that opposition, okay? This opposition is not here to damage you. So this aspect, sun mars, is great if you want to work together, build business together, work out together, or to do some project either in work or in school, or if it's your friend and you really want to start a business and you have this combination, you should definitely consider it, because this actually works very well. So another one, conjunction, as you know from my videos, is the strongest aspect. So this is actually great because it's like, okay, you go and get, and very 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 fast energy, because conjunctions in general are felt the most in synastry. And remember this one, when we have personal planets which are up to Jupiter, excluding Jupiter, in synastry, and interactions between personal planets, you will feel these on a daily basis, right? Because other planets, they really play different role, but these personal planets, when they come together, it's like you feel this connection like daily, right? There is this burst of energy with conjunction, like every day. Okay, so what we're gonna do today, even if you are like, partners, like romantic partners, it's about there is still something going on, but you both like it. So perfect. Last one is square. Well, typically we are not fans of square, right? Let me tell you, this one. And with square, you may have this, bickering, yeah, from time to time. Definitely may happen, but remember that only people that have squares, like in general squares in their birth chart, are the high achievers, right? Because these people are able, because in square there's this enormous energy, okay? And it is always upon the individual, how is the person, or in our synastry case, people, able to navigate, right? Like navigate this energy. I still I still am fan of Sun square Mars. Obviously, we probably don't want to have it like 0 degree, because this is like another thing, People like to watch these videos and comment on it, and but the thing is, and I guess my audience is very smart, because you know that orb matters. And if you are with someone and you have this square, sun mars square, but you have this orb wider, like 6 7, you can handle that very easily. It's actually very welcome spark between the couple. But if you have this like 0 degree, well, you should be more mindful, because obviously, yeah, you may argue from time to time, but really, who doesn't, Because any synastry, if you are just, learning astrology, any synastry with anyone has some squares, you know, or oppositions, or some difficult aspects, but it doesn't matter that this relationship cannot be successful. And that is the reason why you guys have us astrologers to help you, because in these videos I'm really talking about one thing only, you know, and it's like it's out of context, to be very clear with you. You know, when I have my client and I read his or her horoscope or synastry, right, I really consider their individual situation, and it's pretty easy for me to see or to tell them what is really going on, what's the remedy, what's the potential outcome if there really will be any relationship. But it's hard to say in these videos because we have to consider really everything. You know, we make synthesis of aspects, and not only like in synastry, but birth charts are even more important than synastry itself. Okay, so it's complex, but yeah, once you know how to read it, it makes sense. But you know, when I started to learn astrology like 20 years ago, it really didn't make any sense because it was just hard. You know, it was like, ooh, a lot of information. But yeah, later it did make sense, and it makes total sense to me now because I've been in this field more than 15 years. So you can only imagine how many clients actually I already worked with and helped. So if you are interested, definitely you can book a reading with me. And this is all for today's video, and see you next week. Bye bye.